Hey there. Hi, welcome. My celery juice. This is the PB&J Influence, and I am Jane Paull-Bridgeman. Welcome to the live show, the one question a day. So exciting. Oh my gosh. It's really not that exciting. Oops, sorry, I just ran into my table. Okay, I'll try to keep a grip on that. Okay, so we're not like this the whole time, having an earthquake. I'm coming to you from Dallas, Texas, so we are not having an earthquake. And it is like 8:04 a.m. And I do this show every day live between 8 and 9 a.m. Central Time, Texas time. And although I would like to make a public announcement, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will probably be doing this much earlier, if at all, on those days, because I am going to a Tony Robbins event, Unleash the Power Within. And, you know, those things go on for about 12 to 15 hours a day. And I got to be there pretty early. Although tomorrow, actually, I'll be able to squeak it in because we start a little bit later tomorrow on day one. But after that, I could be like, if I'm there super late at night and then I got to get up super early in the morning to get back there, I don't know if I'll have time to whip this whole thing out for you guys. So big deal. Like, you all are going to be fine. Doesn't matter. Anyway. I am having celery juice this morning. Sometimes the celery is bitter. And when that happens, I don't know if it's the celery or if it's me. And I'm not feeling particularly bitter today, but I don't know what's going on in my body chemistry. It's a little, it's getting better as I get down to the bottom of it, but not great, not that great. You know that, first of all, I'm going to tell you what the weather is. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you that right now it is 81 degrees out and it's windy, and we have 83% humidity right now and like a 20% chance of rain, which means it's probably not going to happen. And it's going to get up into the super high 90s today, like it did yesterday too. Whew. And sometimes I'm out there right smack in the middle of the day, out in the sunshine, out in the middle of the field with the horses. And it doesn't feel hot when I'm out there because there's this beautiful breeze. I'm okay, yeah, let me say, it does feel hot, but it's not unbearable. And so I stay out there for quite some time with all of the horses, just hanging out like a horse. Mm-hmm. With the herd, as they all come and talk to me. It's wonderful. It's like better than any drug. And then I go back to the barn and I get in my car, and that's when I realize this has happened a couple, totally overheated. Like, I don't know, heat stroke, heat exhaustion, I guess is the word. And it's really interesting, though, how that when I'm out there with the horses, I don't feel it. And it's not until I get into my car and my little body is like, oh, good Lord, that is just way too much. Anyway, let's read the question of the day, right? I'm going to answer one question a day. I could be answering one of your questions if you are watching and you have a question, a burning question, and you just need to ask. I will just answer live. But in the meantime, if you're not going to feed me any questions, then I got to come up with my own. So here's where they're coming from. And the golden rule, yes, is that I have not looked at this question. I do not know the answer. I have not prepared a script. This is live. This is, what do we call this? Human interaction, human interest. This is just people talking to people. Or me talking to you. I don't feel like you guys are really talking to me right now. Okay, so here is the question of the day. Today is what, the 10th? Yep. All right, it's on the next page. Here we go. I wish I had kept in touch with blank. I wish, and I'm supposed to journal about this, right? This is a journal. I wish I had kept in touch with blank. Now, that could be a person, or, is that bugging you guys? Or it could be something. I wish I had kept, okay, here's where you find out a little bit more. These questions, bring out information. I like to keep in touch with just about everybody. Everybody. That doesn't mean I'm calling everybody that I've ever known every day or anything like that. What I don't like to have are any broken relationships in my life. However, with that being said, there are a few toxic people who I will never speak with again. And that's just fine, because like their energy is so not conducive to being around my energy, that it's just not I'm not gonna allow that. Like, my boundary is you are an absolute no-go. And there's only one, maybe two people like that I can think of. I mean, maybe one, maybe just one. I'm not even sure. But for the rest of everybody, there's a couple people now. I'm thinking now they're coming to mind. But for the most part, honestly, people, it's important to me to maintain open lines with people, even if we don't talk. If there has been a block, I am the person that has to get past that and open it up and clear it up. And that doesn't mean we have to talk again, ever, but there has to be a energetic connection there. You have these energetic ties to people that you don't even realize. To everybody, everyone's sending out energy. They're energetic cords, and they actually come into you and connect, and yours go out and connect. So you're connecting with people all over the place, and I feel information coming in on those energetic cords all the time. And all I have to do is think of somebody or something, and I can feel the energy and the thoughts and the and everything of that situation. And you probably can too. Actually, you just don't realize it. It's pretty cool. But that's important for me. So bitter. It's really important for me to have good, clear, open lines between people. And sometimes that's taken years and years and years for me to get past. I mean, for me, introspection for me to really think through the person or the thing or whatever it was, so that I can self-analyze it and then get myself to a place where I can open up that line with that person and everything is fine. So what was the question? Was I wish I would have kept in touch with blank? Was that what it was? Because I kind of got off on a tangent, right? I wish I had kept in touch with, yeah. Okay. And here's the reason why I think this is my motivation. Life on this planet is really short. And when you start to think about what's the meaning of life, which can keep you up for nights on end, you realize, you may come to the realization that a lot of this whole thing is about relationships, interactions with other beings. And I would just say beings because, and entities and things, because it's all about how you relate with your surroundings, what's in your surroundings, and the actual humans that are in the surroundings, as well as animals and plants, situations. It goes on and on. So with that being said, the most powerful thing to me is a relationship with a being. And beings, you never know, man. You just never know when that relationship is going to be over because one of you two got taken off of the planet. Like, okay, somebody died. That's what I'm saying. And if you've experienced a death in your life, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you've experienced an untimely, unpredicted death, some people get sick and we know they've got so much time. And actually that's almost a better thing for me because it gives you time to spend with that person or talk to that person, and you know that the end is coming. When you don't know the end is coming and people just poof, they're gone, man, I do not want to have any regrets. I do not want to be sitting here saying, why did I just spend the last 15 years not speaking to this person for no good reason, when that's not really how I feel about the person. See, like if it's one of those toxic people, I don't care. Like that, seriously, those people could just like drop dead tomorrow. And I'm like, well, that's good. No big deal. But when it's anybody else, it matters to me. So I try to, at some point, I've gone back through, especially when Facebook came around. Gosh, that was so great because now I could start reconnecting with so many people that I had lost from my past. So many people. And although I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook, it's been fabulous for me to, even if it was just one conversation with somebody to say, hey, whatever went down, cool, and everything's cool, and you're still a friend of mine. And that, like I said before, that we're going to talk every single day now. It just means we're good. It's okay. And so there you have it. So who do I wish I kept in touch with that I haven't? I'd say I have to tell you, it's probably nobody. I'm pretty good about keeping in touch. Myself, which is really, really important. And I can't think of anybody or anything right now. Right now, actually, I am personally working on a couple of people who I'm out of touch with right now. And but they're not toxic people. Work through it, and I'm sure they're working through their own stuff on their end. And I can feel it. It's been about not quite a year that we've been out of touch. It will be at maybe like August, September, somewhere around October. It'll be like a year. September, yeah. And I can feel it getting closer to the point where I'm going to be able to reconnect and not let the rest of my life go by without talking to those people, because actually they're very important to me. We just had a little weirdo blip in the relationship. Anyway, man, today got kind of deep, right? Today got kind of, yeah. Well, would you like to answer that question? Please, I would love it. Drop a comment in the box below. Who would you wish that you would have kept in touch with? And even if you don't answer the question, maybe that's giving you food for thought today.